not going to stop. With social media, everything possible, we're going to do it. And we're going to make sure that we affect change in our country. Because it's about time. It's about time.
We are finished. We have just begun. When we have nowhere else to run.
Happy that Nigerians actually came out today to support them. Even though we don't live here, we don't live in Nigeria. In some ways, our country is that way and indirectly
Goodbye yesterday, tomorrow is now for the
We sick and tired of this, man. Everybody needs a new beginning, new chances, man. Don't like, I'm tired of this country. I want to go back home, man. We want to go back home, but we can't go home. You know why? Because my country don't have no life. I want to go. This is the new beginning. I want a new life for my country, man. Come on, man. I'm sick and tired of this. I want to go back home, man. Please do something, man.
the nation changing history. How can they say that we are finished? We have just begun. We have no one else to run.
Something that's I think that it's about time that Nigerians will come together to fight for their rights and fight against corruption, and that's the reason.
Greatest of the greatest of the greatest! I really do want to appreciate everybody for coming out today, man. We obeyed our country's call. We saw something going wrong, and we decided to say no to it. Our voices will not go in vain. Yes. Our struggles will not go in vain. Amen. The blood that's been lost in Nigeria will not go in vain. Yes. Corruption has to go. Yes. Corruption has to die. Yes. If our parents speak up, we will speak up. Yes. Something must happen. Yes. This is not home. We gotta protect our home. Whoa. We gotta protect our people. Yes. We gotta speak out for them. Yes. Nobody can just wake up in the morning and just take us for granted. Yes. Nigerians are too big for that. Yes. We're smarter than that. Yes. We're stronger than that. Yes. We're more industrious than that. Yes. Protest Nigerian people!
We don't even want Jonathan anymore because if he was right in the first place, this wouldn't even be happening at all. So we don't want Jonathan. I don't even care whether he reduces the price or not, whether he takes the whole subsidy out or not. He just needs to go. He knows what to do. We don't want him anymore.
So this is just not about subsidy. This is about a lot more that the government has been doing. So this is about lies, corruption, embezzlement.
I mean, why can't you take care of the little things? We have a lot of issues in Nigeria, and they are busy doing international affairs and all that stuff. Like we don't need to even leave Nigeria for a minute. The government needs to stay in Nigeria. They take care of schools, the electricity. I mean, it's just crazy. It's ridiculous. We can't take this anymore. They need to do something. The bad government needs to go. We don't want them in Nigeria. I mean, that's just basically what I have to say.
Oh wow, you can really see the disappointment on the people's faces. They're really upset. It's just not about the subsidies anymore. It's about a whole lot more. Bad government. They need transparency in government. They need leaders who are actually very keeping all the promises. Because we actually had faith in our leaders. I know they actually feel like the leaders are failing them. Do you have anything to say about how do you think the government should go about constructing the country?
Yeah, let me say something about that. Yeah, well, with respect to what we have in Nigeria, government knows what they are supposed to do. They are just trying to, make life of masses to be much more difficult. Because if you say, nobody here is saying subsidy removal is bad, in the right sense. But before you remove subsidy, you have to make sure the refineries are working, create employment for people, let people be employed, provide infrastructural facilities for Nigerians. Nigerians they are not animals. You cannot be treating Nigerians like animals and you living like a kid. They were elected into the offices to lead, to serve, not to rule Nigeria. We didn't elect them to rule us. It's to serve. And if they know they cannot handle this, honorably they should resign. There are so many people that have the capacity. to live and do the right thing. But each and every one of them know what to do, and they are playing games with our own life. That is why each and every one of us Nigerians in Houston today, we said no to this. Enough is enough. And Nigerians have to get it to their head. As in government has to get it into their head. That Nigerians are now wise. You cannot be fooled anymore. That it's either they provide us with all the necessary facilities and ensure that all things are in place, then you can remove subsidy. Nobody cares. Because if you have refineries working, so many millions of Nigerians will have jobs.
So what you're suggesting is the Nigerian government should make money and provide refineries.
Yes, they should make sure that refineries work.
Refineries work.
Yes, they should make sure refineries work. They should provide infrastructural facilities in Nigeria and ensure that everything is in place. Then if they finish all that, then they can remove subsidy. Nobody cares.
So you're not concerned about subsidies right now?
No. This issue on ground is not only about subsidy. Subsidy is just the camel this thing, but it's about corruption. It's about corruption from the head to toe in government. They know where everything is. They cannot claim ignorance about all these things. They know. It's not about corruption only. It's about corruption in Nigeria, not just subsidy.
So I have a question. Who do you think is in charge of making this decision? And how do you want them to go about making the better decision?
It's Federal Executive Council.
And discuss about how they want to move forward.
Nigeria, you know what subsidy and subsidy. Let's go ahead,
each of the individual components of the council can have to express their feelings, to express how they want to that will be a foundation. This protest is about corruption. It's also about the fact that we have visionless leaders, and let them know that we, the people that elected them into the office, we are now empowered by social media, by information technology, by communication advancement. We are now empowered, we are now aware. So they should be held accountable for their actions when they get into office. And that's one of the key takeaways that we can take away from this protest all over going on all over the world.
So it has been said to say that the Nigerian government was very surprised at the Occupy Nigeria. They were very surprised at how the people reacted to the subsidies. And it's very inspiring that people are beginning to take themselves into position to make decisions and cry out and try to speak out their opinion. And I want to, have somebody out here, tell me how they feel about people speaking up for themselves about the fellow Nigerians going out on the streets and taking things into their hands, thinking that's the right way to go about things.
Another thing that we forget is that we have a lot of students that's stuck in Nigeria right now. I have 5 friends that were supposed to start school this week, but because of the strike and everything that's going on right now, my friends are not able to come back to the States. So we have a lot of students, and most of these students are, citizens of the United States that are still stuck in Nigeria right now. And that's one other thing that we need to point out. The people in Nigeria are suffering, compared to the people that's in Nigeria. The senators in Nigeria are making more money than the senators in the United States. But still, we are still in poverty. Okay? But my concern right now is that I have a lot of people that are stuck there right now that cannot come back from school. That's my main concern right now.
Yeah, it has been said that all the airports in Nigeria have been closed. No flights are taken from Nigeria currently because of the subsidy and the strike that's going on in Nigeria. And they also said that the strike has cost Africa about $600,000 lost every day as a result of the strike in Nigeria. I'm hoping everything will get back in position. The government is set to meet today in Nigeria to make decisions about taking out the subsidies. It has been said the subsidies might reduce in half or not. We don't know exactly what's going on because the strike has been going on for days right now. And I want to hear you, and I want to hear what the people have to say about this. So you have anything to say about the subsidies? Would you want the subsidies to be completely over?
Everybody has said their piece, and what we really want is the basics. Okay, they come to this part of the world, they buy houses of millions of dollars, and they can't do that back in Nigeria. So everybody has said their piece. What I'm trying to say, let them
taking American jobs. Nigerian people too are smart.
Still,
go to school now.